I mentioned the Trump thing. How funny. Did you guys watch the video of him being upset that Fauci has a hire?
No.
Oh, yeah, pull that up, Alex. It's on the sheet
this is
here.
before he threw that pitch a couple
This is
weeks
after
back.
he threw the pitch. Fauci's surprisingly, his approval rating in the country has not gone down after that terrible first pitch.
Holy shit, the meek have inherited the earth. Godly.
Yeah, dude, being a nerd is cool now.
They get pussy. That's that Big Bang Theory bullshit right there, son. That show was not funny either.
No. Love it. It's my favorite show.
Damn.
The Big Bang Theory is what Hawkins put forth on Epstein's Island.
Oh, shit, son.
All right, so let's watch this video.
Let's see what Trump's got to say.
Highly thought of, but nobody likes me. It can only be my personality. That's all. Go ahead.
What?
How fucking funny is that? That he goes. So basically, the gist of the video from the beginning is, we took a lot of Fauci's advice. We've been working very closely with him, Dr. Burke, and I don't understand his approval rating is so high, mine is so low. It must be my personality. It's like, yeah, that's a big part of it, bud. That's a big part of it, pal.
No shit. Your personality, your intelligence, your fucking morals, all those things combined to make people
literally was
not
worried
like
that
you.
He might kill himself when I heard this shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, you never hear him getting down on himself. You always hear him fucking going on and on about how great he is. So if he actually, if it gets through to him, the criticism and the fucking anger, then you know it's really getting. Then you know
he's his own best motivational speaker.
What if it's just been a 3-year manic episode and now he's getting to the depressive point?
Oh God,
sounds about right. I mean, there's the economy's fucked. There's fucking everyone's sick. Yeah, I can see this getting anyone down.
It's like that Mad TV sketch. Remember when was it Artie Lang that became the president because he was just hammered drunk for 4 straight years? He's like, yeah, so I guess I got to get you loaded so you get to work, Mr. President.
I'll be honest, I don't remember that Mad TV sketch, but it sounds pretty good.
It's a pretty good Mad TV as far as Mad TV sketches go.
I mean.
So, yeah, Trump is pretty sad. That's it's so him saying that is such a funny. I can't imagine another president, and even after all the crazy shit he said, is like, it must be my personality.
I've thought about everything else that I've done, and I've done everything else perfectly. So I guess it's just my personality that people don't like.
Here's the thing. I think it's mostly his personality about the numbers.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Cuomo was like, his approval rating was soaring because he was doing well at those briefings. It has nothing to do, like, his policy killed mad people, which didn't like really come out until later, right?
Well, he might have been just doing well at the briefings, but also during Trump's briefings, his personality, or I'll say his intelligence, no, he has nothing but personality. It's intelligence he lacks. It was him saying, hey, maybe if we use sunlight, we'll fucking kill COVID, among many other crazy things he said. Also,
but we should just use those the UV wands that you could dip in pond water so you could drink it in the woods.
Yeah.
Just stick that shit. Just start deep throating that shit. That's how you cure COVID, bro.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah, just what it is in your throat. Get that light in you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the light of God. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
come right up in you.
Also, he also had a meltdown on that Axios interview he did with this Australian journalist, and that was a fucking clusterfuck.
I didn't see any of that. I saw the headlines about it.
I saw it, and I thought that was like one of those deep fake videos. That was actually him on there saying all that shit.
Bro, that was not a deep fake. That was fucking him for a half hour.
God damn.
Fucking batshit. Alex, could you find there's like a 3-minute version of it that's like a real, if you just search like Axios Trump on Twitter, you should be able to find it. We can just watch a little bit of it. It's pretty goddamn entertaining.
I felt bad for the dude interviewing.
Was he code switching and doing the accent?
He was not.
No,
he was too flustered because he was being asked actual questions by a non-Fox journalist. So he was all fucked up.
The dude, I think, like lost his shit at the 6-minute mark. The guy interviewed him. He just lost his old.
Say, you can test too much. You do know that.
Who says that?
Oh, just read the manuals. Read the books.
Manuals?
Read the
What
books.
manuals?
Read the books.
What books?
What testing does?
No, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Who
John.
said-
Let me explain. What testing does, it shows cases. It shows where there may be cases.
I've covered you for a long time. I've gone to your rallies. I've talked to your people. They love you. They listen to you. They listen to every word you say. They hang on your every word. They don't listen to me or the media or Fauci. They think we're fake news. They want to get their advice from you. And so when they hear you say everything's under control, don't worry about wearing masks, I mean, these are people, many of them are older people,
What's
Mr.
your
President.
definition of control? Yeah. Under the
It's giving them a false
circumstances
sense of
right now,
security.
I think it's under control. I'll tell you what.
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. And it is what it is. But that doesn't mean
Say
we aren't
what?
doing everything we can. When I took over, we didn't even have a test. Now, in all fairness,
Why would you have a
there was
test?
no test.
The virus
for
didn't
this.
exist. How would you have a test?
Okay.
Death is going up now.
Okay, no,
and it's
no.
1,000 a day.
If you look at death.
Yeah, it's
okay,
going
let's
up
look.
again.
Let's look.
Daily death.
Take a look at some
This
of
is
these
good.
charts.
I'd love to.
We're going to
This
look.
is a fucking,
And if you look at death.
Yeah.
It's a Daily
Start to
Show
go up
interview,
again.
right?
This looks like a deep fake
Well,
that
right
fucking
here,
John Oliver did.
United
That's
States
what I'm saying.
is
This can't be
lowest
real.
in numerous categories.
Why is it on the
we're
paper
lower
like
than
that?
The world.
Lower than
We're
the
lower
world?
than
What is that?
Europe.
In what? In what?
Take a look. Right here.
Employment?
Here's case death.
Oh, you're doing death as a proportion of cases. I'm talking about death as a proportion of population. That's where the US is really bad.
Well,
Much worse
Oh,
than
God.
South Korea, Germany, etc.
you can't do that. You have
Why
to go.
can't I do that?
You have to go by. You have to go by
His
where.
face,
look,
bro.
Here is the United States.
But that
You
number
go
that
by
he's
the
saying is
cases. The
good would
cases-
go
Why not
up
as a
if they
proportion of
tested
somebody-
less.
What it says is when you have somebody
point.
that
Yeah.
has where there's a case.
Oh, okay.
The people that live
Sure.
from
Oh.
those cases.
It's surely a relevant statistic to say if the US has X population and X percentage of death of that population
No,
versus
because you
South
have to
Korea.
go by the cases.
Well, look at South Korea, for example. 51
The
million
White House
population,
was like a
300
presidential
deaths.
suite at a shitty
It's like-
hotel.
It's crazy
You don't
compared to
know
other-
that.
I do. It's
You
on the.
don't know
it's-
that.
You think they're faking their statistics? South Korea,
I
an
won't get
advanced
into
country.
that because I have a very good relationship
Yeah.
with the country. But you don't know that.
1,000 Americans are dying. I understand. I understand on
Holy
cases.
shit.
It's
Pause this.
different.
No, but
Please just pause this. This is
Damn.
an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. This
Yeah,
is
this
the
ain't
fucking
real,
craziest
dog.
thing I've ever fucking seen.
Bro, it goes on for a half hour.
Holy
but that's what I told you,
fucking
was that
shit.
I
We
saw
need to
half
watch a little bit
hour.
more of that. But
No, but he
I'll
saw
watch more of it. I mean, I don't know if people want to hear us watch
let's
it.
just
but-
unpack some of this stuff he's talking about. It's like a funny thing. It's like he's so. I think they just feed him
talking
one or
points.
two things to say a day, and they're
Yeah.
like, just say this because you're clearly not grasping what we're telling you.
Yeah,
You
well,
know
to that point, his Secretary of Staff, and there's like a rumor that they just feed him good news. They don't give him the whole picture.
I've heard
ever.
that before.
Yeah,
But you know, like, what I
ever.
was going to say is this: like, so the thing with the cases, in some ways, makes some sense to me in my brain, right? But it doesn't make any sense the way he's delivering that line, right? So we talked about this. I think maybe we just talked about this off air when this whole first started. Like the CDC estimated that 60 million Americans got swine flu.
Yeah.
We don't really know how many people died of swine flu. We just called it influenza that year. You know what I mean? It's just in those deaths. But we didn't test, so there weren't confirmed cases. So like there's an argument for that, but not the one he's giving. You know what I
Because
mean?
he's
Like,
not capable of it, man.
yeah, like it's this is like even the shit. I've been saying this for years. There were plenty of good arguments to do what he did with the trade stuff in China. Plenty. And like he even did good work with restructuring NAFTA in Mexico. And it all just came out like a garbled fucking mess.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's watch 2 more minutes of this because it's fucking insane to me.
I
It's a lot.
love it. I love it. Please
But
play
you guys
more.
are saying this shit is real. It's not fake.
Yes, this is real, Johnny.
Yeah,
this
this
really
is real.
happened.
Oh my God.
I mean, I never heard of fucking Axios. I don't know why.
I'm
why
not
they
sure.
have an
I'm not-
HBO show.
I think it's like a Greek company though, right? It's like a Greek news.
I think it's
media.
Australian.
They
Australian?
got an HBO show. They got how the fuck did they get? How come Gas Digital can't get Trump on the fucking show? Can we get
I
Trump
heard
on?
some.
Barstool got him.
Shut up.
Barstool?
Yeah.
He doesn't even drink,
Saturdays for the fucking boys. You know
dude.
what I'm
I
saying?
got lines of Adderall. Just let Donald Trump know that I got lines of Adderall for him. Bang bang. When it just come in the studio, we'll just do a couple fat fucking rails of Addy.
All right.
I'll let you say whatever the fuck crazy shit you want.
Tell him we got
Definitely.
pie charts with smiley faces on it. He's with that shit. He loves
Yeah.
his
So,
good movie.
so for
God
anyone who
damn.
hasn't seen this,
Oh.
when you hear the paper rustling, Trump just grabs like 4 pieces of fucking printer paper that have fucking shitty little graphs on them. And he's just pointing at them and waving them around and handing them to the journalists. It looks it is. It does not only does it look, it is in actuality insane.
How did
Let's
they
play
get
some
it?
more.
Push
I'm
button.
pretty sure Mike Pence draws dicks on him when he's not in the room anyway, so fuck.
He
Mike
draws
Pence
dicks
doesn't
on
know what
everything. It's Freudian.
he doesn't know what a dick looks like, Mike Pence.
He just knows what it feels like inside of him.
There you go.
Saying it correctly, Jonathan.
I think I am, but it's been widely reported that the US has intelligence indicating that Russia paid bounties or offered to pay bounties to Taliban fighters to kill American soldiers. You had a phone call with Vladimir Putin on July 23rd. Did you bring up this issue?
No, that was a phone call to discuss other things.
And you've never discussed it with him?
I have never discussed it with him. No. I would. I'd have no problem with it.
But you don't believe the
it
intelligence.
never
It's because
got
you
to
don't
me.
believe the intelligence, that's why.
It never reached my desk. You know why? Because they didn't think it was intelligence. They didn't think it was real.
It was in
They
your
didn't
written
think-
brief, though,
They
apparently.
didn't think it was worthy of. I wouldn't mind if it reached my desk. I would have done something about it. It never reached my desk because
Do you read your written brief?
I do.
Do
I
you?
read a lot.
Really?
You know, I read a lot. They like to say I don't read. I read a lot.
Your daily
I
intelligence
comprehend
brief?
extraordinarily well. Probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time. I did
What?
more
Oh,
for the black
shit.
community than anybody,
What?
with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln. Whether you like it or not, people say, "Oh, that's
You really
interesting."
you believe you did more than Lyndon Johnson,
Yo.
who passed the Civil
I
Rights
think I
Act?
did, yeah.
How?
Because I
How
got criminal
possibly did you
justice
do?
reform done. I got prison
Yeah, he did
reform.
pass criminal
I've done
justice reform. That
things.
is fair.
I've done well.
He passed the Civil Rights
Ask,
Act.
How has it worked out? If you take a look at what Lyndon Johnson did,
You think the Civil Rights Act
how
was
has
a
it worked
mistake?
out? Because frankly, it took a long time. But for African Americans,
But you
under
think that was a
my
mistake?
administration, Jonathan, under my administration, African Americans were doing better than they had ever done in the history of this country.
How do you think history
He's not
will
lying.
remember John Lewis?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I
What?
don't know John Lewis. He chose not to come to my inauguration. He chose. I
Doesn't it seem like
I
he's
never
going to
met
ask
him.
if that was the guy who played rock?
Do you find him impressive?
Yo, that's fucked up.
You're not a dick.
So wait a minute, you do.
You're a man.
There's so much more. That was only 4 minutes of a half-hour interview.
Holy
That's pretty
shit.
great.
It's fucking
That's
amazing,
why
you know?
I remember the John Lewis line. That's like, this shit ain't real. They fucking with him. They cutting up lines or whatever.
No.
Like, because the dude didn't go to his inauguration. You did a lot of shit for black people, you saying, but you don't know one of the civil rights icons that was in it. Like, I know you didn't get along with the dude. He has a bad habit of doing that. If he doesn't like you, he completely dismisses the shit out of you.
And then when you
Regardless of
die,
what
he
you-
wishes you well.
Yeah,